Hello guys, welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. Today I'm showing you 4-4-2 custom tactics and player instructions used by a pro player. I just want to get straight into the tactics. These aren't the tactics, by the way, so don't start copying these down. These are from a different video. Ignore all these tactics here. I'm going to go through one by one. So defensive style, I do recommend using press after possession loss. Now I normally say don't use a press and use balance instead, but in this formation using press after possession loss actually does work really well. I've tried balanced and both this press both a lot of times each, especially throughout the entire game, and the press does seem to work better. You can use balance as well, but I don't recommend using anything apart from press after possession loss or balanced. It's up to you which one you want to go with. Doesn't make too much difference anyway. Width, keep it nice and standard, use 5, and depth, use 7. So now you can either go with 5 width or 7 depth, or go with 4 and 4. Personally, I actually go with 4-4 because I play with slower centre backs when I've been using this before, but 5 and 7 also works well. If you go with 4 and 4 though, it's also quite a good combo to having both and 4, and that's actually personally what I recommended for this video. It's quite a defensive formation, the 4-4-2. It's actually the most balanced formation in the game, but these tactics also work for the 4-4-2 second, so either version you want to be using, these will be the same tactics because they both work very well. Offensive style, you do want to be using fast build-up. It works so well in this formation, you just have to give it a go, as well as balanced. Don't recommend long ball, do not recommend possession at all. Just fast build-up and balance to work well. If you're using the 4-4-2 second variant, I recommend sticking on balanced. If you're using the normal version, personally I use balance, but also fast build-up I use sometimes as well. If you are using the press after possession loss, make sure you have balanced on. Using the press with the fast build-up does not work very well at all. It draws too many players out of position. If you're using the defensive style on balance, then you can use the fast build-up if you want to. Width, I recommend using 7 to push out your left mid and right mid up against the touchline on both versions. Players in box use 6 as well to help push players forward. Corners on 3 and free kicks on 2. So now for the player instructions, you want both your strikers to stay central, get in behind and stay forward like always. Your left mid and your right mid, you want to stay forward and also just to leave the rest default. Personally, I don't really like changing my left mid and right mids too much, but you do have fullbacks and they actually help the defender a lot obviously. So your left mid and right mid, you don't need the extra defensive help, just leave them on stay forward for some more attacking help. Now for the 2 centre mids, I recommend you using cover centre on both of these, and if you are playing on this second version of the 2 CDMs, once again have both on cover centre and put one on step back while attacking and one on get forward. So the get forward one will be on like a box to box midfielder, and the step back while attacking one will be more like a CDM. That's only on the second version. For using the default version, which is the one I'm showing you here, just leave both on default. 2 centre backs leave default. Fullbacks use stay back while attacking and also use overlap. Stay back while attacking, just they stay back in the defensive line, but making overlapping runs on the outside of the left mid and right mid. If you want them to be using that, you do need to be using balanced attacks. They actually make them going forward. If you want them to be staying back, use stay back while attacking. And for your goalkeeper, use crumbs and crosses and use sweeper keeper, so your keeper's challenging the opponent from loose balls and through balls coming into your box. And that's everything for today's video, guys. That's the 4-4-2 and the 4-4-2 second version custom tactics and formations. The same custom tactics and very similar playing instructions as well for both versions of the formation. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.